yɛnyɛ ne saa wɔ baabia wɔwɔ kwan so obesan so akɔ na yɛbɛkɔ ahoma no so ne yɛne Dr. Jordan fa akɔkɔdi nkɔmɔ si ade Bloomberg mpanifo abɔ amane a wɔkyɛ sɛ sidi na ho ade pa de ɛda ye twini ba ye twini condemn ɛna sidi na nya ne ntuo si ade mu ntimi nka ne saa enti enwumre ɛbɛkɔ akɔdi ho nkɔmɔ Professor Isaac Boadia kasa wɔkyerɛ sɛ 2017 besi 2019 financial institutions are sebe mpanifo kyɛ sɛ eguo ɛyɛ 400
between 2017 to 2019, we had over 420 financial institutions within this period, a collapse here.
Kimpedi fasha se ya wo bode rose kokram yade nye enti ye hwese ye betimi etu esosa enwumre yi ensem pina ka wenhu ye sinkonwa yade somo yemfa seda manwuma yi
kasebo mo seda enkonfama Osons chemist e the Osons garlic capsule sabadwaso MTN was we there for you everywhere you go. High sense is electrical appliance of papa na opedia for ni chemu o makache. Abode bra na beje odie. Dolphin roofing system so bra yama on chance for board down so bra pom otu sika na odi amampenfo. Budget cash and carry limited. The Blue James energy drink. Abesum Ghana be yemfinhia duonu ni akire ni na yenum Blue James energy drink. So betima ka so masem wonu ma hunu dia fa ne to papa de frɛ no a any Pepsodent. Wa hinere spices wo dwa so mai. Enya spices bia na yedie. So obedi spices ebebo apomodi a henere spices na mekanfo ede ama wo je amado ensanse say aduro bia ni asase so eche na enti wo ya adwuma wi wa bre no kodu fe senke so otimi da obesore na che se karifi wona wo kono na so de ade beche no fon asaje otipaye mpo untimi na ko ne ko peje amado ensanse o madom de bodwo se fe no wo slip ebebo am wotima da na ho ekobank si wiase sesa no sesa hu bi enesika semu no ekobank so makomanim ti ba bia odu sika sie no se omo mfa abefo kwan so a you sika no firi ho na fa ba ekobank esanse ekobank die omo ye the Pan African Bank wenu nyuma ku eso ya seneka sebo ye de beso mo anwumre yi akenkanfo eye me Sadat Muhammad mene
ohine wa kasebo ahine na afi
amansan ti ame kwabena mafo afi kasebo no ntiremu enie enne wonu a womu bagina womu manemu esom wo Ghana ha ya wode wotumedie abawie ya womu sa akọ wonu ntino womu ko Ghana mampene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama anaso na bra wo kroye no France de ka ho Malta de ka ho Angola de nso ka ho ya yeja wonu kwan fefefe samumo kwapa no kwafo maba abesum yie Ewurade nsam so na wonfa mo nkwa asomdiem His Excellency Jao Domingos Batista Cosa ono Angola for de no ena His Excellency Jean Claude Garia Maria ono so ayemota ena His Excellency Jules Amanda Aniamboso ono so ya France de omu nyina bai na Angola for the say yene na tena no moate bese 4 years nie wakwa probo e wo Ghana ha no mo a anyi wono nko ampo se wo hye pape esum wa wasum nkitawodi esunu nko a na da Ghana ene Angola for ntemu a eno a no obese mu kena se 1959 ho osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah then time kura liberation movement ya breso enti ya ni wo munkita wodie de achepa enti ya ni Angola for de ya tesa atani ata na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and wo katre wonum se o Ghana ne Angola for anyonkofa no efretetentre de besinne esi akura de bebi a pese esem kena eye oil and gas industry na renewable energy afei outgoing ambassador Emma Mota Jean Claude Garia Maria and one also etrese one say wa ba Ghana be 7 years nie wo se kwa ye ne no atena no a nani sopa enti obaye di obetumi bia na anyonkofa eda Mota ene Ghana ntem no yetumi asem kena His Excellency John Dramani Mahama katre no se mo akwapa no kwafo sisi akra de after no eye Ghana ha no se nesie enti opportunities bebre wa ha edema wonum mo koyi mo nkɔpɛ investors here na mo nsanfa wonum mmra. His Excellency Julius Ahmad Aniambosho, also a France ambassador, and one also say, oh, Ghana ne France, de young Kofano, Ateo, Cecilia Crase, French companies, ya Ghana, best 60. Ya, woman Sansha, Konyama business in baby, Ababeka. As at now, France, Fabo Yahoka, best 2 million euros. Enya sika ketwa 90 million kura santa etire ya womudi feed Ghana feed Ghana initiative we koso e Northern Ghana no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eda wonum ase e ma womu amo etuma pa womu beyeye editina womu amaya nemu esom Ghana yeni asaramati kuku apentra daroma.
Penny John Dramani Mahama ne wa ya mamrani amane ema nipa dunwoche ya wo kosi wo my Ghana nemu ema my best dunwoche no wachira se brand die wo nkomonim enkobo adwumaden papa na Penny wato ne nkasem wode atodwa ya wo chira se ya futuo kese pa na wode kwa masafo nyina se kwa wo mokono wo nhya no so se Ghana dikan ewa de nyina mu nti wo kasa Ghana wo didi a Ghana dwadie mu nsam Ghana afi investors mepiem wo my Ghana mu sane be ya wobetimi ebiebie enyuma Ghana ma Penny Excellency John Dramani Mahama wase sabenyese bi osore keke na wo pa wo mu na emum woto ne bo ase hwese se nipa wei waye adwumadene ache wo akukuduro nsi ya hoden ye obetimi asom Ghana yenti ena safo nyina wahwese wo pa wo mu waso wo mu hwese ne be ya ne nsantimi enkosifom.
Distinguished envoys, the reset agenda is this administration's blueprint, a bold vision to restore hope in our people, to rebuild trust, and to rekindle the movement towards prosperity. It seeks to re-anchor our integrity, transparency, and inclusive development governance, while much of this work will be driven domestically, your role is to extend this agenda abroad by cultivating strategic partnerships, unlocking opportunities, and deepening Ghana's place in the global community. Our foreign policy has always been anchored on enduring principles: Pan-Africanism, peaceful coexistence, self-determination, and the pursuit of justice and equity in world affairs. Yet today's world demands diplomacy that is also agile, that is innovative, and purposeful.
Penny John Dramani Mama manensi won ma wato aso kire se na wiase ikonenim enti kwa wo mo kon wo mo hwase wo mo so sene asanete no wo betimi edi akire.
Our foreign policy has always been anchored on enduring principles: Pan-Africanism, peaceful coexistence, self-determination, and the pursuit of justice and equity in world affairs. Yet today's world demands diplomacy that is also agile, that is innovative, and purposeful. Global shifts in geopolitics, economics, and technology require Ghana not only to respond, but also to actively shape trends in ways that benefit our people. I therefore expect you to be vanguards of Ghana's economic diplomacy. Let your missions become dynamic hubs of export promotion, investment attraction, tourism marketing, innovative change, and diaspora mobilization. Carry Ghana's story to the world, not just as a beacon of democracy and stability, but also as a land of opportunity, open for business, embracing technology, and committed to partnerships that deliver prosperity for our youth and dignity for our working class.
Penny amanensi won mo sanso kachira mo se dwuma na ode ahye wo nsa no wo mo asade ani asodie kese paaye.
Your responsibilities go beyond representation. They also require strong leadership and sound administration. Your staff must be guided with fairness, respect, and a sense of shared purpose. The image of Ghana abroad is not only shaped by what you say, but also how you manage, serve, and uphold the dignity of every Ghanaian citizen that is under your care. Integrity must be your watchword. The Public Financial Management Act and all relevant regulations must guide your stewardship of public resources that are put in your care. I urge you to guard the public purse with diligence and ensure that efficiency, service, and ethical governance, the very values we're entrenching at home, shine through in every mission abroad.
Penny John Dramani Mama Samni Ekotie Sansem way Salamat Kuku apento na chrobai.
Osono amanyoko NPP penyinia. Wohwe onkita hudie so sakwantirefo. Ene Owura Richard Ahiagba. Na openyini na choka ta ten. Edi ama post sign Owura Christian Tete Yohuno. say when no mu ho no mo by election akọ so akotia na no benada na wo esu ene ban ya chief Audu Sofo Azoka national vice chairman Edemati Abanyoko NDC woni wowura Abdul Wahab Amadu wodana di awa akotia ensem fatakra enti obesere police say sabi emra wo man mu emra so de de kire oman no eja won so ane ye de asoa wo enti obesere police san hene se won tutu anamon na empenifo mienu esu ne ban wodana di wa akotia by election aso no yenso mu ni amfo mu nyina mbra na mbra no omundi na wakina bi no atima yensan na ho e de ama afoforo na krata wura Richard Ahiagbadema police na wo kire mu say wo esu ne ban a chief Sofo Azoka wodana die na enu akire wura Amadu nsoso wantima nsa ne ho so no no so keka nsem a ensem fata eni empenifo mani timi kan ya ka se dom kuma bando dani woni munyamfo alazana fanyo makinimpo say ahwe ya by election bekoso no constituency Ghana so anim say by election bekoso obi abato mpeso so asebi agi se nipa no eni dibiro okura mu semra shebadwani no afiri nipam de ato ho anampo wonte ase ansa na by election akoso ne constituency eni se okase by election akoso obi constituency na wutiri mu po eni de wo hin wo se na numnyamfo alazana fanyo makinkwana ntrani ebi kwa de ma no penyina wono so tia dom kuma no ma sebadwa fie orumnyamfo Frank no dom pre bo ne ntrani orumnyamfo Henry Nanaboachi mranim ni wono so ntrani woje ne de na bre owura yi ode krata ma pose san hene no akire no wone sentrofo di nkomo e na wo kire mu say wo he my Ghana mamra Criminal Offences Act 1960 Act 29 Section 69 74 75 84 86 and 207 a etiamra so bi bebu obi ntrene etiamra so bi beka sa wodi minyawa meya obone ene etiamra so obi mpo ani na ne ho so na bebo ne mutu abra enya agro kwan so wati etiamra no so na ogina so na wodi atopose san hena nim se semra we wo ho na se chief Sofo Azoka wani wowura Abdul Wahab Amadu ekodi san nyamra se mu akotia no woni madukudi antie besi nne empenfo mereda so ne nam Ghana monte so opose nche wo mo wo so wo srese animanimu ya babia mpenifo mi oni hye bia no post nso omumu yemfo mu nyina mra no na embra no omundi no omu hu ni se wo man yetimu yi sebi embra wa ha na mra nso ene yedi adwuma
akotia by election yetie ne se yekoye no ankona asomdwe mu se de se kono enti number kwafri mu bae mu amokai ye ndia penny chief Sofo Azoka and the Boakwa North constituency officer or threaten say omonka ombeto na bi wa ha onabo apenyo mark na se onabo anodom pre wa ha nka omoye de ombe ye omo a kire se nka omonyo omo beku omo tishi they call IGP office dia Sofo Azoka eyeye na ye ndia Abdul Wahab omoye no ebe ya dia enkosubium or democracy na se police for ne yenhwehwemu ne ye na ye twoma so a ye nyina behunu se saadie we anya depa ase ne democracy
na no akire no ene owura Richard Ahiagba wo kire mu say wo ha video ane nam social media so ene ogide se Ghana fo nyina hunu bi fa kwa owura Sofo Azoka wone Abdul Wahab Amadu na wo ye memasem no na hunu se police fo wo ho amanfo se police ntade e pata se munya muntwa so wa bra munim se etiamra esu ne ban no moda na die no wo se no so ha ne pa wo kasa de etia se adnyemu a police fo mo ye wo honom no anso nani endi sa police fo ne ye homo video mu no police san hene won fro mo wono mo nkasa ne wo mo hu ni se wo mo so afom
na boa ama democracy ye ko by election de bia ne tension de bia ne hu de ahye pamu so we be wu ye we be wo say you na sa nyoma no eto etwa ye democracy nti ankoyi ye gira ya ankomo ye die nyina na say obi a ono so call ye citizen yense so obi de ne nsa koka no ye de ne nsa kan ans emfa kwan ya boda so bo anase me ne ye bo masomu a e bia ya pon election ne de ba do tu fie na wasomu di u jenjenjen no ya bo wasomu sa da nya kwa ya say ma obi e bo obi asomu sa Ablekuma North said ye tie no aye bad akotia ye normal free mu ba ye na ye gina ha discuss aye very bad enti ye nyina ye ma ye nindi akiri
na ne kwakra mu no ena opanyini kire mu say we ya sise no suppose ntu ho na ma wo kina bi no obi so gina ba bi a obega se na no de ekura yanka ho hwe enti misu me bi enti wo se o sre posi pa se posi mo na nimbre na ade na ya ye ko ya ye no ya ho e na to so san e be firi mu baba no enkoyi saa na oni mu ho no mo Ablekuma North saa se ya yo yi na si ya nse de hunhun sem bia no ache ne yati se nipa nwotwe ya do mako gina mbra no ama ya fan wo mo ya saa ko Ablekuma North ya sa firi ho no ma besena kwa kwatia saa pepe na asiesie yi enti wo so obesire post pa se we die e ma post gugu ne nam wanya adwuma yeso na ne etoso biem no adesrede akoda ma sentwerefo say yakoba bi say sentwerefo yam yani da hopa na gya na omo hwe yen eba yen na campaign social media so bia na nkomo hu se ne sitie na so sentwerefo ne ye ho nti ye twa tv so social media so mo bia hu no bi eti bibi say si obesa sentwerefo say yam yani mbre yam yani na ho na ye ntwa se ne ye se ne fata na o kire bi ne pia adanse die se fata na omo so nsa tumi aka
yɛde petition ya bɛyi ɛbɛsrɛ sɛ mu media fo no wɔni bɛdi akyiri na ɔmo a kɔdi saa ɛwurukasɛm saa ɛwɔ akotia ɛba election mu no yɛde mmara ɛbɛdi ɔmo sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a afoforɔ ɛnkɔpe deɛ ɔmo yɛyɛ no na ɛbi akyire bi yɛkɔ election a na afei deɛ nipa dodoɔ asɔre sɛ yɛbɛbɔ nipa anaasɛ nyawoa yɛbɛku no na ɛno no ankɔfa ɔhaw ambrɛ yɛn Ghana ha anaasɛ yɛ democracy no ɔmo asɛe no enti ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛsɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛko etia sɛ yɛkɔto aba no mɛma no bɛyɛ license ma obi ɛbɛhunahuna ɛsan sɛ n'aban anaasɛ ne party ne w'aban mu nti no yɛde ehunahuna ana ɛyɛ election dɛbi nti yɛntwa yie nti yɛsrɛ sɛ mu media foɔ no ma mani edi akyire
kwankyerɛfo hɔ nkitahudie so ɛde ma wɔsona banyoko NPP owura Richard Ahiagba nene ɛna etwagu yɛ Abdullahi Dasmani na ma ne bɔno no
na Director General Ghana Atomic Energy Commission Professor Samuel Boache Dampare and Wakase watasa nansen yade baako a ɛha Ghana pa titiri mani bi ɛyɛ cancer yi na yɛ kan cancer no a na breast cancer asɛm a ne yɛ ka ɛna mɛma nso yɛ deɛ ɛyɛ prostate cancer na yɛn sɛndama yɛ ni nkɔho yɛ bɛtɛn ɛbɛkɔ akɔdura yɛ asabea no na tese edu last stage ya oya hwehia enye yie enti esese e take ni serious pa wodi asem tu da no mo lanche annual cancer awareness campaign ya omo ye ediama ema ne mema na watesa Ghana Atomic Energy Commission enam ne nkurabata ba kwa ya frɛ se Radiological and Medical Sciences Research Institute so ana womudi said domain na djuma womudi no a campaign ka ho se bia ye bode wurodi atira mansan se cancer no se ye breast de ana se prostate de ni nyina ewo ho enti amanfo na wonum ho so afi wo be ye nkyerɛkyerɛ nso de ama wonum education na yasa ya free health screening so asade aka ho o ma ya asabe ya betumi akɔ enti communities ya wodo market ya wodo emiambia ni petwe gyina ɛna wo mo bɔ ho dewura akyerɛ wonum sɛ saa ya de yi ɛwɔ ho enti obi ahwɛ na pomudin yie.
Yes, I had creating awareness at the central phone, senior Ukramiaria, I Tuma, and Neniaka, and any man so, prostate cancer, senior chair, I didn't pay and many public very sure. The doctor will say, a bubble who don't know, a man who say, Yaria no for home, na a drink of food in a pan, and nothing atomic energy, so Yahosa, Naya, a hospital, guy, hospital. Na your institute baako so I find Radiological and Medical Sciences Research Institute asudumaya wondie no nti afibia no yɛsɛ yɛbɛbɔ daru amankrɔfoat na ne community sɛ ɔbɛn yɛ no one council aka wɔn nyinaa bom yapasa kwan dwan so nso ascreening nkrɔfoɔ ahwehwɛ nkrɔfoɔ ama yɛwu sɛ hifoɔ na wɔnya yare di a wɔn nyinaa
deɛ yɛte sɛ ɔkase yɛ Director General Ghana Atomic Energy Commission Professor Samuel Boache Dampare na Director for Radiological and Medical Sciences Research Institute Dr. Tedosia Adum enso ebu akonta rekoso a omu ewo efa breast cancer ho ene hia sɛ obia bɛkɔ akɔyɛ check up ni bi
annually between 24,000 and 27,000 cases, new cases so next Ghana and every day so nipa ba dies of breast cancer cancers breast cancer for women and your main breast cancer affecting women. And I will share prostate as well, and your main cancer affecting men. We have other cancers, what's liver cancer, and lung cancer, and cervical and uterine cancer. But in program we focus here on breast and prostate because you who say who detecting who hospital na you who nintema and treatment no so ekoyi and yes one nintema the treatment will not be good, the outcome will not be sanity.
We are Dr. Theodosia Adum, Director for Radiological and Medical Sciences Research Institute. Now, Director for Science, Technology and Innovation. Yera Kwamena a selfie question. Ononso etre mu hia se omanfo ebefa adesua wodema wono adehiade.
All across the world, the cancer bibia yarba bia how ubia money bia na Ghana ankasa no say Ghana as omani siwa yarba bia how we adwene kese papa because oma afibia nipa dodo wo fiwiase nipa enka say ye owa enka wobutuma bo man wo kwan piedo nanso onam yarba bon otedem nti dem nyipeni nyina na coupe we fiwiase iti as a government no abibia Ghana government or per day obey pe kwani bia or be swano enti nswano no or start fi awareness creation o se na nhwehwema kire de nyamanyama bi so wo ha it's bani bi na exposure to nyama bi o ha omma yarba no okosoro.
Dear Yatese Okase Yera Kwamena a selfie question. Director for Science, Technology and Innovation.
Yashafi yasi NDC ababet na so na sema no obi ade tudwa ene se sidi nenya ahode enya ne ntuo ejina so ya chese otie mo obi ase ampa ade ne de ne akwa na to is for simple so for ya wo show my Ghana sikasem so Dr. Kesla to ba force wo ye dwumadenti ena amasisi ade sidi no etimenya ahode ejina so na benze bosum no muntem nie ena Bloomberg for pie montene so ka se wi ase nyina wo my Ghana sikasidi no ahode e wo mu pa anya asem komanti no gusu a wo boy abaso sanse wo hwa ahoode se ne abra no na egusu a epeja se ya wo de toto dollar no watim se epeja ya bese ohamunji chemu dunsie nti ya ade pa ene se na yete wo yenka bi nhemu wo mu asan so epie montene so wo se ebremu de wo hwa companies ya kese ya wo mu kra ne yo mafi amanfo amaso no ya na dollar no wo mu ta use nti wo mu age dollar na amasisi ade e de pressure wo shekese pa ene de abeto sidi no eso na wenti ya kwa man so yani peni a wa benesi kasemu wodi ne juma wa Center for Social Policy Studies ya University of Ghana Legon Dr. Jordan Fair ye bisanse eba ne sen ena asemwe ato Ghana openi akwa benwumre
amini aba meje so
bakwade ye
wada rumo
yada nyame ase we ye nim bebi a ye keka kwade nanso asem a Bloomberg wade to dwane se wa my Ghana sisi a ye sidi no wiase nyina ye worst performing currency ever wo third quarter mu na adan eba ne sen de ne akeka abomu nti a ye hu ne sei
mini aba ma me na wase na me chia etiefo nyina nwumre na me nkama Ghana for enti se dinta na pressure taba Ghana sidi ne so no ejinade baako any say Ghanaian economy no broni beka say small open market economy ya economy kitwa bi afi na all area yenyan enyiru bi a 7 predia san ye ka say a eyi enam say yo sunkin so bera they see our studio a uti nema etwa wo ho ahia atade a ehye wo ufiri adwuma mu a ifi a obekọ ka obekina mu nema dodo na we ye ho no yede dollar ne ko amansen dwa so ekokoto dia amana ko hia amana basa ne say nam say economy ni sha na GDP no they compare the global GDP 115 trillion dollars na ko Ghana GDP 78 billion dollars say the GDP no kete kra the sika no say ekuta na say 7 previous how they could do obi man so to say United States of America, Italy, Germany, it is the 7 previous we dem panyin for manima ukuta toilet paper etitam bia no gi say obi be kwa amansan dwa so akoto ade a wo hia say obekuta amanoni sika na eno na edi nya sentini say unfortunately amama bi ebo modern say omo be tu anamon asisi factory na niema bebrebe anka omo de dollar be kwa amanoni akoto no omo be no omo mamu no ye ne de ase Ghana no abrochie niema ni die ne eye de pa enam sayo sunti na ama unemployment aye den sentini say udi de obi aye ne wono ma so no na we create jobs for them na ya high economy ne sa na akoye eti baby ya no ya na ehu ko hia ma say dollar no ehu eye den ne say sidi na ho de kofoma na Bank of Ghana tutu mirika no abeja so na ode sika ni bia bigum eno na ne kutakuta en kakran sa ya wo ha afide year 2022 ya antia sem papa sentini za manzen bia so nanka afinisha ase no fango ankre ba ko $72 no ebe kwa wie na akoduru $121 fango boy e dina ma ne ma boy e dine wo amanzen bia so United States of America e tako akotoni ya mano omu inflation cost koduru 40 the highest in 40 years Germany ya ko krane man omuniama bo ntutumu na cost the highest in 70 years it is not as a man say just nsem no yes and ne be hia ma say obi be ko abrochira ko krane ma ohia dollar bebrebe the first ade ani e ton $1 na nani e ton bia $5 so be hia dollar bebrebe no nam sa ayo suntino ye sidi na ye sha finance na $1 yes cedis 20 pesos no ko do October na nam interbank exchange na aburu 15 cedis ama uko forexa na akoduru 17 cedis de ahokyere ba ma inflation ko do 54 just na ye nyae ho oye ho hwia na enyeyi na me nua ba ho no na firi wo ba Ghana ba sha se nya adwen bi say ma me tutumri kanko na min ko IMF enen krofon maka no momo ame ema amanfo so ande adi omo kamu ono ne de $60 billion kanu for ya tedi enu meka no yekoye ya tama obefri abanda da na be kono na kanu de aba $11 billion ajaye na nya no nko na ya aba na ye nhihye Germany abai Italy abai Japan abai amana edi omo kanyina enu ma nhihye say kana nke betuatua no afi edi animu no omuntwi enko 2027 etiama sayo suntino na ekat yentua current na ma Bank of Ghana sha se wo nyesika puduo egu otuya dan na kufa do free abanya no so na $1 ye 14 cedis 70 pesos na Bank of Ghana ewo 8.98 billion in the gufu na just aka 2 million per na Bank of Ghana 9 billion na just ye wosika puduo ho pa na enu na chi no na ye kokwa ye tony na France 1.6 billion obeka ho ema sika na fe ye nya dodo na IMF so busumi ise bia omuma isika 360 million ni nyina beka na je dollar ni ye nyabi na ye gold so ene eboa ye pa na no na ma Bank of Ghana etirimu kwaye ne da o April 10th April na $1 no 14.90 pesos April kwa with $490 million na betugumu ena May or the $425.5 million betugumu na wa ebra nanka $1 14.90 pesos ye hu ye na atiaba 10.30 pesos at the end of May na uya sa wi a unwie you because anya sidi no sabin produce anya Ghana hana economy na ye ya ama bia na bia nke $1 be kwa ama no ne akoto no ena de ye ne hanti ama demand no ko form ama sidi na gina da bi na nya sa na emum na ye Bank of Ghana na abedwa so disi dollar na begum tuya me ba mo fidie so ni fidie bebrebe be ka ve Bank of Ghana kwaya wa fa so awo ye no fa bi so ebe boa petrol bo e ba sa petrol bo ba form ebe ye but enye sustainable say this dollar na ma betu bebrebe na utugumo na say dollar no ko sen ye mu bi ya kasa no anche na IMF no World Bank aba wontra be caution Bank of Ghana say ade no mu ye no mu anya ya o mu be say economy no na nam sayo sunti the Bank of Ghana last week or the babontre be ka say dollar dodo a wodi ba edwa so betugumu no pam no cha na de wateso on ka say waja wateso because June kwa mu de over $800 million na be gumu
Doctor, I want to say ma yen show eba ne say ya sidi na hoɔden ne kɔ fam a kwan bɛn so na ɛbɛfa so a ɛbɛka inflation afis wɔ man ne sikasɛm nyine economic growth no kwan bɛn so na ɛbɛtumi aka no
yɛhwɛ afi 2022 a good example of ɛma yɛhu kwaya cd sidi ne sɛ ya ɛma asetena mu yɛ dene wohwɛ yɛhyɛ afi 2022 na se a na January no na $1 is cedis 20 pesos. Satam na ukoto petrol na ye cedis 35 pesos 1 liter. Na ebra petrol no bo cedi no say ya ma nka ko do 17 cedis e wo forest no and na interbank exchange ko do 15 cedis no. Petrol no bo no ko sura o mse na mansa jaso na petrol bo ko sura de. Petrol no bo no ko sura ma 1 liter e ko do 17 cedis. Diesel no ko do 23. E ko basa na e ma omo kaka trotro for asankafo omo bre to omo so tutu omo asanka die mu se fe no kosoro sana de beba de se me ma me ama ado a ote dem ma ofa banchi se ode ba kumase abetone ode to ka mo bedu kumase no ni agili sika bebrebe ntinka banchi anka bia nka nsu atama anka agu anka ayefo no obedu kumase na ka sika ko ade ya agini ntino eso otone na bodene enam santi no mane me bia boye de na buru aye ton na bontene kokwa aye ton na bontene bi mu se na kokko de na dollar kan no kokko no wo de be fa ka etiare a tambia dollar no ebe se no emma timamufo ye bre emma inflation no ekosoro ye hwa na say inflation I say etimi atia bafoma ye boga na buy abaso nyina no ye sidi na enya ahode kese ni nti na ama na basa etinka ni senka Bank of Ghana be ye de oye no ama inflation about from I consider one who say sa ekwaya no ma fa so no goni say enye sustainable sentini say dollar na wa ba to bi na wo tu agum na se ko say enunti na ama amiyemu bi aba bontrama amefo na wo matimi enya kasa trama and the Bank of Ghana ayasutie say efi na reko no on fa dollar ni bebrebe ma nti se bera o mu ba bontini be ka so mu fa dollar bebrebe ma no e ho pe that na dollar ni 10 cedis 50 pesos and a free ho be 2 weeks ni and nama and a group 12 cedis no asama o and then no demand no cost from no mo ya adwen pa enya tro no mu di say edru ebre bi ti say ya na Ghana fo a o mu ta kwa ma no ne kokra ne ma edi be di bro nya no sa bre no mu hia dollar pa
e ho kra na me be say exportation na ye no so ebetimi akon atia ya e na afeso de na e wasa aba ne ye
ho ni your problem no de medik me sha afia me ka se de ye di de ya nom ne de ye fra ne de ye nyina dodo na e ko fa firi amanone no enu nti no se bedu sa adresse enam se Christmas ne bebenti no ena no obi e pesika September October o de kranie mana December wa betone na de wanya ne fa so nti du sa adresse ya afibia no du sa adresse na dollar no eso fallacy e be ha do sa adresse no sorry see no eso fallacy around this time the same thing e see ye na ye wura afifufuro mu so a amanfo a o ma biebie adwuma kese e wo Ghana multinational companies bi MTN Telecel mo ne adwuma kese no tile mo ne adaja no sometimes boni be ka say repatriation of profit no mo so o mo profit o mo nyuma o mo ye no mfa so o mo nya no na mra ma ho kwa so mo mfo mo sika nko ba bia o mo krom wo no mo so asesa edu wo so a dollar ne ka say pa nti solution e wo ho a e be boa Ghana na abai ne timamufo ne say eniema dodo na tambia no ye kra dollar de kwa ma no ne koto no ye momode say ye betre ye nkra batam ne ye be ye ne ha that is the solution and ye the dollar ko China koto toothpick e de be years
Dr. Numrema Yana Sinti, Dr. Jordan Fe, wano ye penny a wabene was a casemu, Wadini Juma, I was Center for Social Policy Studies and no, Ewa University of Ghana, Legon, Tinche, Munani, Sanya Bloomberg for Editu John Wabechimuno.
Penny Quantile for that the Institute for Economic Research and Public Policy and Professor Isaac Bwadi. Na opening wakase de tuja say, a free 2017, eba 2019. Sika krabia be ya 400 ena tesini na no etimi guye na eboma Ghana ka be 21 billion Ghana cedis ekoba say ya wona oye sika semu adwuma pension for ka ho bi insurance for ka ho bi ha won dwuma die pa ama Ghana fo mpogidi ayewo ewo mu no ekofom na opejiri sansem na tudwa ewo dwumadi a na eti asem no wo say watchdog have gone unwatched na chese ne ono no also wo hweye no ene wate atesi obi ene ho a wo hwe no wo okoba san so de be ha papa enti Bank of Ghana, Security and Exchange Commission, National Insurance Commission, National Pensions Regulatory Authority omo na chese sika semu dwedi o magana mna de o mabam eni se medi misika ebebo aban bosia anampo adwuma bubusia capital market no ensi achi ba anampo pension no ewo so mo hwe hu ni sei gidia Ghana fo ewo mu ne betumi akosoro na aboa na sika semu o magana mu no atima akosoro na fa ne ntoma pa edi efra
Oceania or mine near Fomu Emrea Echamus between 2017 to 2019. We had over 420 financial institutions in Ghana within this period. And in say a collapse here. Now, on my car, your boy and Kasa, around 21 billion Ghana city. I was that period, maybe a bailout. Now, over pension funds and so on. Nancy in terms of governance issue no almost one kwatri kakra na oba insurance so insurance is also a struggle kakra with undercapitalization and credibility issues
na enu atire no enu opanyini wo se tire mu say uwa sikasem mu dwadie na kamia kwa se enyumako na ye o masede no asodie wo se o mofato o mo ho se netumi bua no obehwana dodo na no o ma twetwe o mo na yase na o mu piani nyina de gu aban so ekoba sa emmoa emma sikasem ntutuye no emfa ne tuma pamfa mfira
enti ne ani ye cheche mu se sa asoe enan a mu bia ne krabata o hwe na soe so no anka ye propose ne say anka o hwe senate o UK any other jurisdictions are almost a centralized institution and regulate these institutions that anka ye internet propose say anka Ghana sene ne ye koni ye hu say nansen issues kakra to address these gaps no anka be suggest say anka financial control authority should be set up. That's
Penyane Echagu ye aye Professor Isaac Bodi. We penye kwanchire for that the Institute for Economic Research and Public Policy and no nene ena Echagu ye Jojo say na mani boniye. Na head of Foundation Sustainability and External Communications Edema Telecel Ghana Edema Merita Ejewa Roxen. Na openini da tudwa say hu behia say nwuma nkumani adantemu no Telecel timi so omasen. Na omudwumadi atimi fira dum kokopie mu ewa dum na wodi ye no o my Ghana so no atumi adi ye ma me de sans na tudwa ewa dwumadi bia o de hye so a na watu de din Telecel Ghana SME month ase na dwumadi ba so o Telecel o mata na kese mu a ewon kran ma me Roxen ka say mu no na wo kirem say September busumi bia busumi a Telecel wayi di asi ho no mo na waye ne say wo de bo enwuma achi dom sane ebe na enwuma betimi afefe na atumpon ni titiri ni enwuma ema ene de dan no interfere no hwe ni mu say enwuma ema beye 500 de dan no ene ode adwuma eko no eso wona sene na atumi atumpon na sane so di hunu Telecel de asina nisu yi wanyamwa e de free absa ena fido nchen a ogidi say ade e betima boa pa na woni so di hunu no watumi aduru ho.
And every year we identify a special group so we can tailor our services to support them. Last year was all about women. We had over 500 women-led businesses who signed up to receive various business solutions. Now, one of the many challenges of SMEs is access to finance. So with strategic partnerships with institutions like ABSA and FIDO, we gave the opportunity for SMEs to access finance at very competitive rates. So ABSA is still offering a 10% fixed interest loan of up to $2 million. And for FIDO, they're offering quick digital. So on your phone, when you process, na alert na drop it. So you get your up to 10,000 Ghana cedi. Telecel, we also believe that every business, no matter how small, should incorporate sustainability in what they do.
Mame Rita Ejewa Roxen, opening way head of Foundation Sustainability and External Communications at the Telecel Ghana. Na nekasa chire no Tawa Bularin. Oya kwanchire fo eni dwuma ewo Telecel Ghana. Ono so kasa na wo chire mu say, efisa sasisi omudi ba ye ne be yamfinsia wotwe ni 8 years. Na omo tae ne nsesan ene say, ombetumi abo na nwuma nkuma atima tumpon. Na omatimi afefe na watimadi yie na Ghana fo nya won so mfaso enti no behwe hu ni say emoa bi obehia no telecell ode bebo mo na se ni so di hunu no atimabam ede ama Ghana fo.
Since we started this 8 years ago, we've remained committed to one goal, helping small and medium-sized businesses to connect, to grow, to thrive. This year, we're doing the same thing, but this year we're focusing on spotlighting the next generation of entrepreneurs. We shine a spotlight on youth-led businesses, the bold, the tech-savvy, the innovative business shaping Ghana's future. Now, according to the Ghana statistics, do you know that the current median age in Ghana is 22? This is a young country, and we all know that SME are more than 90% of GDP in this country alone. So this is possibly the biggest demographic that you can think about in Ghana today, right? So this year for us is very, very special. Last year was about the women-led businesses. This year is about the young entrepreneur who is trying to become a telecell and even bigger than that in the future.
Ani atwagu ye Tower Bularin. Oye kwanchere fo ye na dwuma e wo telecell Ghana. Na enu akire no owura Alfred Neiza, head of SME ewo telecell Ghana. Won so kasa yi chire mu sa afide no mbota ye miensa na o chire mu sei.
Na ye the product for miensa ba market ne so a ebeboa ye customers, especially young entrepreneurs. Omo betumi ID omodwuma na bako ID kan the boss plan product yama young business. Eno no ye wo portal ye de be mo a omo betumi asene omo personalized customized SMS ama omo customer atego betumi asene be 1000 messages ama customers. Ye to so be one business mobile product yama businesses internet room ye be more Wi-Fi ye be some mobile plan and send obenya SMS. Ye to so kra na your business online one kasa betumi anya one customized email address. So your unlimited website page with a little of over 250 Ghana no. Ya e be design amount, ye be maintain amount. Sa products nyina no who talk market no ma for existing packages one because we know you designing ama young entrepreneurs Ghana ha.
Openya ne etwagu ye owura Alfred Neiza. Oye penyina wo SME ntutoye so ewo telecell Ghana dwumakuo no mu. Na ya wansa afram na manebo enie.
Na ewie Ghana Black Stars ebobo. Wo mo ne child for na boy. Na yakura ne enim se child de yakwa akokum wo mu adi. Enti ewie kura sei ma no denden ne se child de. Eno ansi ebebisa se ball no Ghana for sen. Ekowie tira 1-1 World Cup qualify na yebo yo na osebo ya amrante no ball no a in fact na nya nika kura ase yase wo mabufuo na me akura mpodie enka nya Ghana kura nka menti bi da se wa wo bo asaje huhu sika akwa World Cup wa wasa akwaje anuonyam mama wo yadi eniji ayewo mu a yede betete awura ne se blasters bobo enti yenyina ye ni age keke musika ye nyibi de yede ba mamu ebi nkaye mu amu nkobobo na mu amu nyanuonyam mamu ho a makwagina nyina park so kukwasa sa ema last minute child for atikai when kamu say ya enki yeni di ebeje pa mu bibia mu benya bia ye nya bi but no ne yede ho ye ho na mo kwan na World Cup no kura mo pa ma mu nkwa ma nkwa fa obi hu si ya ne yatie baabi mo ya ade ma ne ya dodo bo na mo bo no ya ne ya usapon pa ne sen mo amu nkwa bo ma mo ho ebia baabi kura mo bo tim si o performance ni atowe free ani ya do kwa ha ni atowe free ani ya do kwa ha musika mo bagie mo ba mo meche bi mayen mo kwa World Cup nso a eya mo anuonyam no aka mo a na mo kone na nam ho no sei ya na ama support wa ye de support mo kura na ni pawira ho no ho se te enra masa blasters jesi enda so masa se jesi tre se anya se kura no mo dia mo nkose keke ni ya ninje ni nam wonum sa se o mu bobo Sadia Suoma Bro, Sadia Badio, Suomu Buafu, Suobia ye bibiama, Woma Casabon, Womu Mo. Ah, Yanti ya to Yeni and Musuamu Missabisa Ghana for, Sir Bono, Sen Womusihuno. Apia down kwa any adesia watakura de kasaye na womu die nie.
Problem ni na madama coaching because say esha one goal on chede and win the match na dey relax because one goal no wa share ka dey continue no wa press na when you buy 2 goals bigu atene man say na wa relax but coach no ntum nka hwenche no te bench wa bottle team na lose you lose ni ya fashe coach no wa ma you lose
oh Ghana ya no press one ya do kra nanka the meeting me do endo wo ma wo say hen kra anko e dey you be say one more than 5 kra mpu na ye jo ma wa say one ya ye hwe manya me be wo ye nenyu
yeah men sas kra da chad keke chad na Ghana mesafu ye ntum ya hye won men sas kra coach no dey hwe na ye hu bibi because chad was start tournament but one for one ball point obi an na team coach no be sack na one sack no
omo ya there because Chad in here country omo ni mbobo chengana inti no omo ya there kra sisana football no akofom
oh we there brasa for omo ya there kra ah timo bia hye ni wakwa akobodro oh dabi ese wo keka won mo ho ayen dem there work up yintumi nkobio ese wo mo keka won mo pa
oh me hunu ye baba bia the board o yer wa yer won wajo pants no ye do maye say omni komoros ne we mo bale mo bo na ekoye we bia after be gina implementation
all forget one because this cash woman how much there I don't know about one for local players one for beef the foreign players no also press way better 23 years quarter no 70 on local players on him no we go bia we do ekun abobo na be professional oh massa won't forget
one wa ya wananum wo be one forget one mwa wo pebi awanye na a greater Accra region hanso ye bisa adese ni bi
Ghana for born number o ma nya hwe because wa bobo first half na wetimi ahye no se wuntimi hye bi nkan kro se maintain goal na wa hye no na wa di agro sama that minute na mangrofo ya betike afa na mu ba be ya na se na we hye we ya we bodra na se ndi born number de o ma mo hwe enka me de minya 2 ne kra nkampe anasa anka matu kra na 1 ye maintain 1 na de pon ya ni ehunu se mo ya de
o mi de mi hun se Ghana ya de mo ya de
o we
ba Ghana ya ye be fa se o ma ya de oh and they met to Akan se Ghana for ya de because born almost starting o ma mbo 20 minutes or so the crown o mo share first goal ntine media na me fi so e bia o metumi a share be 2 goals and 3 goals kra na me kra me ye adwuma ntimi ka so e bia 1-0 na no me de wie na nko fa me phone no born na 1-1 ntimi me dwen kra me ntiase.
I mean it was quite impressive. We needed a win at least 4-0 or 3-0 but we draw so the boys did their homework so we will correct our mistakes next time.
Okay, 2-1 krana na ehun se wa pa han na 1-1
Chad enye mind bia ede yemu na wani na bo 1-1 no sound so na ede obi ye mre ko enu bi ehu bo ne bo ko ti ase ko me hu se Ghana de ye ko ye chi
no ye busu ada top nti ye mpa bo nya se ye ne mari de ndi players na be ke kom ho na omatimi adi nkuni mo mali so yakoba se o mbasa luzi ana we bodro ho de ane Ghana ndi enya ye be ye ne mo so to ado se Bruce Abraham so a onye ne ma yie
you can say Chicago board na boss ene no yen na ye very very disappointed we enya ball senior players pa wo bench na di okay ye fa ne se team B ni ba ball no so any goals that say she go yet me she 3 there and a 4 but the airborne there answer me can say we na dey go World Cup there and enti na fie ene nkonye hwe ye bonu changes bebre say coach ni ye anu so original what na sisa ye bi game na so be substitution there be say ni hu hwe
wei ɛyɛ adehyɛ bi a ɛwɔ nkraha na yɛnkɔ Kumase yɛnua Otobrosie Kodwobuadu.
Yɛbɛda ɔmo ase sɛ wɔne chada even adum period kora 11 ebetumi ahyɛ ɔmo na wayɛ sei yɛnka ɔmo hwee na Ghana na nkasa sɛ agorɔ ne edi wei nua hwɛ a ketokraku yasa ama ne third time no si aka kyɛ mo bebrebe bɛka kyerɛ sɛ akɔsi nya ntɛgye deɛ ɔmo de yɛ no no kɛs ne firi no because wontwi
na deɛ Ghana Blasters ɔmo disappoint yɛ paa awo chada obiara amakyɛ gu yɛ so yɛ bonus obiara kye na ɔbo na ebi ndambra da de gye ne 3 points ɛdi yɛ akyea na wama n'atwi ɛne na akɔ atipanku ei yɛnhwɛ bibi yɛ di a wɔɛka period Ghana yɛnkɔ bio
Ghana for adeɛ na ɔmo yɛn deɛ nyɛ live kula was kudu so wɔ form ɔsɔ ɔbaa yi na kapsa na ɔsɔ ohun deɛ wɔyɛ deɛ ɔmo yɛ ne deɛ kasi yɛ ne gye wɔn koraa ne nyɛ team wei paa mo team na ɔmo abɔ draw deɛ mo so mo kan
nyɛ improving ɔmo anya deɛ ama na impress yɛ koraa because so show a team like a country like Chad Ghana edi awaji of football mpa na ɔbɔbɔ na ɔne Chad team order 2 and the point craft no nya 1 point because your ball draw ne no be nya 1 point na so no the performance of football me poor it's now number 1 enya bad be fun is but to me ne dey wa impressive
wei ayɛ adehyɛ bi a ɛwɔ Asante Mantem Kropon Kumase na wei no eduru sɛ yi a sɛ malifoɔ ba na sɛ yɛne ɔmo bɔ draw na sɛ yɛkɔnwi ne hwan na akɔyɛ calculation esi a menim sɛdeɛ yɛ stance no koraa yɛtie sisi ase akɔrefa yɛ o sɛ yɛdi agro maame ne coach Christopher Nkasa kakra na menhye deɛ ɔno so hyɛ akansi wo hunu yɛ coach Awurade asomgye nka wo
yɛnua
yo bɔkɔ deɛ
nyamena dɔ mo me ho yɛ papaapa
me mmom deɛ ade no asɛ asemya ma menhu ne amenya me ho enti deɛ yɛduro yi ɛsɛ calculation bi ani hɔ still a yɛbɛkɔrefa easily wɔ
Debi o sɛ yɛbɛkyia wotiefo nyinaa wɔ Peace FM anwummerɛ obi ne ka nasɛm sɛ biribi wɔ hɔ a woyɛ ne ntɛm a na wɔyɛ wo nsa mfi ho adwuma deɛ sɛ adwuma no ɛhyɛ wo nsa a na woatie fi hɔ na ayɛ kama bibɛyɛ duru no aka yɛ 3 more games Monday and Mali bebo. But those 3 games nina akayano a must-win game. We have to win all of them because as it stands now, and by 7 o'clock in less than some few minutes, Mali and the Comoros bow Bamako. What clear results? So Mali for share of 9 points, caught 12 points. That will be 4 points behind the Black Stars because then we have 16. So Comoros for said dia and then Omufi. 12 points, almost 15 points, just a point behind the Black Stars. And all the other 3 games now, games I say are winning. Now, a car match I bought against Comoros, you bought against Central African Republic, and you bought against Madagascar. These are difficult games that we need to navigate. Media, Maka, Mesanka. We cannot rely on the coaching expertise of Otoado. What's week in, week out, month after month, game after game, say he cannot be the coach of the Black Stars. Then we had a wonderful opportunity to have sacked Otoado when he failed to qualify the Black Stars to the AFCON, Bono Afimu in December. One too many uncle. We came third in our group. We came last, just Niger, Angola, and Sudan. We couldn't qualify under this manager. The litmus test had been failed, and therefore we needed to sack him. We are coaching, we are on top of the league. But nobody should get me wrong. Who showed the quality of coaching now to if you're going to play against the whipping boys of the group, Obi Awabaha Yashen 5, Obi Asheno, or Shab when home, Obi Obeshan when home piano, Nipanashano.
only points. For them to have gained a point against that top will lead them one. Then there are issues with the coaching. Game now you're sharing in Neno. There were clear problem with the level at which your coaching done it. Team or the Kotuho. There were a lot of imbalances in the team. They are playing against the whipping boys of the group. Who coach here, who select 2 players. Now the Elisha Wusu, the Ahmed Salis, Akotuho Samumi Nomumbo. These are players that we cannot describe in any way. Quality beyond Nyomo. They are not ball winners. They are not passers of the ball. They don't progress the ball. They don't dictate the tempo of the game. They don't tackle to set the tone of the game. In midfield, Yahum Makelesino, Yahum Ali Muntari, Yahum Anthony Annan, Yahum Kuja Samoa. This cannot be the midfield of the Black Stars. Otwadun, why are so obsessed with Elisha Wusu? Salis Muhammad, the whole of last season one ball. The whole of last season one ball. After no one year contract, I got him for Bonukra bought only less than 90 minutes. Or by on starting. If we cannot beat Chad without Thomas Partey, then your team will. There's a huge problem with this team because Partey will not be there forever. Partey cannot be asked to play in. These are the sort of games that we, your coach, you don't even want your Maradona or your Messi or your Ronaldo to even play in. Because there's a bigger, tougher game on Monday. But it's a we have to beat Mali at all costs. We have to beat Mali. To me, Mali Monday, they are not to say, America, visa, but if you look at the way Otuado is coaching your team now, you cannot trust that this man will do a good job. The day Ketu Kreko decided against the wish of the people of this country to maintain Otuado as Black Star coach, that was the day I think our football at the national level started going back. We may end up qualifying to the World Cup, but it doesn't mean that we have a very good coach who can take us to the World Cup and give a lasting, proper legacy. We've been to the World Cup 4 times. The only time that we did not perform well was in Brazil, in Qatar. We threw away the beer papa beer say and that Otuado we threw it away. The coaching is the fundamental reason why we couldn't win the game today, and it is very bad and it is very poor. Nobody should say me titi or social media and ayati or music so. When their money was not made public, we couldn't qualify for the AFCON. Yeah, but AFCON qualifies no $10,000. The players can begin. But even club officials, management member or no otia so only players now get the same money. These people could sit in their office, come out with budget, and the government of the day, the previous government, could approve this and pay this money without thinking about the people of this country. No, but anybody who dare, we will come. Make Coach Nimli. I will come for anybody who dare to say the Black Stars did not perform because of what the minister and the government has done for the people of this country. Obi got Nasi or not to make $10,000. Nippon or no bobo no or just or two Americano or no $10,000. Is it fair? Obi to say Henry Asante. Ufreno Henry, what is it about the Black Stars? Or Yepana $8,000? Not the Shen Kutukum for just speaking on the Black Stars matters as spokesperson to the Ghana Football Association. We have all the details. We have all the breakdown. We will make it public. Some of us, you better put on social media, Ghana for the breakdown now. As a phone, no money could be a sikati. Yes, Romu. A dear minister, na yenu, a Dayakumaso. Who are one person of the Bobia Fitimum. Now, my checks in the playing body tells me that the boys are happy. They will kill themselves for Mother Ghana. Anybody who stands in their way because of this matter, or Mankasa will deal with the person. And to me, no credit about Cooper. It's a bad result. For we not beating Chad is a bad result. And nobody should be proud of what happened this afternoon. We hope that on Monday, when they come, they'll be able to do better and guarantee us to US and Canada.
Edasi pa. Etiefo way coach Christopher Nimle. Na Yenya and the Kem wano Oko Kesben Media Group was on Takratepa Bano Agudi Mwa Ghana Hanom so dear open nipa ba kwa wabin ewo Yagudi Mwa wuntumi nka na wuyi Andy Emfrem Abra radio sum je nka o
Antamina
ayi ukwa social media so a ebinum ka say asa blasters no omubu afu bina asa yaw bina omode bobo no minim say o monitor ya
I mean I monitor must say be more that is the angle a lot of people are picking it from, but I disagree with those people are already concerned say players never born no omubu afu na the almost reacted to maybe the budget issue and any amount cost before the game. Yen kama Ghana ni bianse say the last time I call AFCON almost some mukoji ya fan to public, but in the group of Cape Verde, in the group of Mozambique, in the group of Egypt, yen timi an qualify yebefi again. Yeah, but the AFCON qualifiers against Niger, against Sudan. Unfortunately for these teams, your ball games now the neutral ground. Against Angola in Ghana, the budget was not public. Against Niger in Ghana, budget we are in the public. But some are saying they are qualified. Of course, it has nothing to do with the issue of budget. Again, the Sako World Cup in 2022, Yankofa budget to be a master management committee member, Yakwako Tofu. Yet again, against South Korea, one of the worst Uruguayan teams in recent times, we failed to qualify from the group. And Nyama and Kofoka with social media players, and they are reacting to what actually happened before the game. No? I disagree, and I don't think that a dismal performance in the Blasters recently, an issue because of the bonus. It has always been like this, and Obekaya, your last games are your ball home, in our President Mahama and other people are Omoko only Blaster players no Kokasai before we could win the game against Madagascar, we could win against Air Chad. I don't think say anymore is here end up before the game on social media now for Kano. I don't know this kind of dismal performance in the games against Air Chad.
Na Diana Osha Ankoye Yamayasan.
Okay, your problem is name Bakone say we don't have a good coach. And only a Bako. Mebabi Chimona Bakon so say we have players that believe say Bono more Bono or more Bamaye, but they don't see the importance of playing for the national team. The America say we don't have a good coach. They say, who can coach Bakon? Why are you lucky to coach the Blasters? Pa you coach Utado. Yansha Kwaya your fast so every coach Blasters. He played 2 games against Nigeria, 1 win Bakokra, and not qualify for the World Cup. That is not to say I'm taking any credit from him. We went to the World Cup and we won just 1 game. The buy no sitting no to us no koye. I'm saying he's the luckiest coach because opponent I know Omobo and Dotaduna, these are not good opponents. Share Madagascar, Central African Republic, Chad. Teams are in Niger, Sudan. You need Sudan for close to a year. No more league or coach or coach team in the crowd. They were playing away from home. We couldn't beat them. You need Niger, almost so bold neutral ground. We couldn't beat them. And see, our Blasters has always been like this. And there's no handiwork. There's no style. There's no philosophy from Coach Otado Abakase. Your style we are here, boy. Your game plan here, boy. There. Your differential tactics with you, your preferential tactics with you, and your coach Otado. It is just a matter of selecting 11 players. Young Concobo Mats, your winner, your winner, your winner, your Tuato. That has always been the case under coach Otado. We are not about the players, no. Faubiti say Kudus Mohammed. Faubiti say Antion Semenyo. Faubiti say Inaki Williams. These are 3 players you bet me a pick on. Look at Kudus for Tottenham Hotspur and probably West Ham United. Antion Semenyo has been the consistent player for Ghana in Europe for the last 2 seasons aside from our third party.
Look at the intensity. Look at the energy he exerts anytime he's playing for Bournemouth. Even Bournemouth team as Zabani, Dian and old Kepa, Milos Kakes, Omun free team, you know. Yen share energy as a minor against Liverpool. And look at his consistent performance for the team. Yen Musa and Jose, some more daily demand any energy or the Bournemouth. Is that the same seminar that we see in the Blazer? Let's look at Kudus Mohammed. Born and now born in Nemo. Yen Musa and Jose, Sabo Nana Kudus Ebo, for Air West Ham, or both for Tottenham Hotspur. Team be chasing Nana. But Kudus has been like this in the last 3 years in the Blazer. Why? Because he doesn't have a good coach to demand a lot from him. He doesn't have a good coach to push him to give us what Ghanaians expect from him. Coach now and one is old now, and you are playing against Chad. Chad, if he says qualifies, now see Obia Oma consider 15 goals. Yeah, against them. Now you cover double pivot of Salis Ahmed and Elisha Wusu. What are they protecting? A dear and normal home ban on the field of play. We are playing against one of the worst sides in Africa, and we have two certain defensive central midfielders are almost protecting a backline. They were protecting the backline for what? They were not progressing. They were not setting the tempo. They were not conducting play. They were not controlling the tempo. Anything with them. And to make the matter worse, Shekwara Efa to consider a goal. Almost put two safe passes together. The seventh one. We have Christopher Bonsuba, we have Salis Ahmed, who was deployed as a defensive midfielder to marshal and sit in front of the back line. When Tiniko and Kusu play, and as selecting Echo Bobo, into our game plan, our structure, the level of organization, the demand, the willingness to die, and the determination from players to exert that energy on the field of play. The meaning is the only good coach here. But when you have a good coach, or be taking tough decisions, you are Kudus Mohammed and so what? You are Antion Semenya and so what? You got 2010 World Cup. Kojasa Mwasuli Mundari. These were players who were playing for Juventus, Inter Milan, Champions League winning side. But we had a coach that instilled confidence in Samuel Nkum and then they tell you to play ahead of all these players. When Sule was thrown into the fray against Uruguay, we saw Sule Montari. That is the kind of coach Ghana here. But any coach Kudus and Rane, Kudus and Krosu, Kudus and take on players are Obection is or Mobono. Any coach a ball like the best and 1 year baby. Any coach or could dressing room for 45 minutes or bar. The same old brand of football and your table. In Guinea, say, am I a player who the importance of playing for the national team? Any idea, in the history of our footballer to give her this kind of lethargic performance, and it is the reason why it was such a total disappointment from the Blasters. But as I said, maybe I see on the bottom, but sometimes not individual brilliance you have been off. Why? Because we don't have a plan, there's no structure, and there's no style. Everything here, I would say, Coach the game no born or wins. Coach the game no born or midfield. Coach Otadu would defend, no hit you on the break. No, you don't see any time. The tactical play is not there, but we only find a way to win based on individual players. And now we have Bona, as your copper players, which also Bona, they see Chad as a team in Newcastle worry themselves, and exactly what transpired on the field of play.
Na Radia Dumoa, na Eduarda, Yanemali Wahay, na. Na who difference be? Who
difference because in as much as Chad, Yentimian Showman, I think that these guys when pressure comes on board, means mobile penny for baby with the pressure from the fans, with the displeasure from the fans. Ghanaians what it takes to qualify for the World Cup in US, Canada, and Mexico. The last time I ever World Cup was US was 1994. And yes, I woke up and you're born in 10 again and you be in a game. Oh, these are players that almost two US almost one of the greatest countries that the world will be in. And the reason why you should die for the nation, forget to have the style, forget his handiwork, but to make sure say So ultimately national team na uboni ya within in the history books of football. And then nobody talks about Raul Blanco Gonzalez in Spain because the ball of Boma Real Madrid in Nano when to me and then in the good of the Spanish national team. And then when we talk about players that are Spain, we talk about Villa, we talk about Javi and the rest. Me and Raul. But Raul at a point was one of the key holder for the Spanish national team. In the pressure, they be my players, you know, and then penny for this year, you know, every moment how we need to play against a Mali. And they know that after drawing against this particular game, Comoros is coming closer, Mali will come closer, and this kind of attitude cannot beat Mali. You have to go in all and make sure, say, that is the same kind of football that we need to play. And one good thing is that in any competitive fixture, Mali and playing the game at home, I think we have the quality and the pressure that will come from the fans, you know, will push the players to deliver. Kudus and Antion Semenyo cannot give it that kind of performance against Mali. The pressure will come, and I know the guys will stand to the test of time. Yes, Ghana will beat Mali, and I hope they will qualify for the World Cup.
The Abbey, Krani, Etinye Wahaka Krana, Obano say, oh, young Krokro, young Power Mucho, Yanu Munkasa, young Kotun Srewumu. Anna will be so Cassania, social media for entire mother pana, Omobairo Muabo. Timini say young Quachow Pano, say young Fedan to Uncoma Wonumo. There be a chow parija to a bien and for so bien is there be with your time. I could pay a couple much or so money or more my no. Football no. Stephen Apia is enjoying being part of the Black Stars Management Committee not because of anything. It is because of his special performance and then the dedication to the work towards Ghana and I'm in another position. Kenya budget here by year and pending for Kemuya. And $10,000 in 90 minutes no and Kayereni and Kobabete. Adimambedu Omodinaka under 23 management committee home, not because of his speciality, but it is because of his dedication towards the national team. A lot of Mebo Raoud and making a lot of names. So you know football not the more mine now. Ugika football world, ete utima, Ubebo, Yari players now Bobono. And then Adimambedu team is not boy and who talks about him. Even the whole baby jet, the team is not boy who talks about him. Don Mens and the team not boy who talks about him. What is it you went to Soka 7 up here and want them that? Even Koja Samoa, who was consistent for them for 7 good seasons. You don't discuss them. But Enobiaka Sulimuntari, Enobiaka 7 up here in Ghana, Enobiaka Michael in Ghana. It is a way to not a born old bar, who tell body. Everybody talks about Abedi Pele. I don't even think Olympic Marcel Claude Champions League moment and they talk about him. But everybody talks about Abedi Pele. Now, your Abedi Pele here, we know what the name stands for. And there's no need to beg any player. Work up on us, qualify, almost respect. There were a lot of players because of their national team, team respect. And in the Premier League, you need to have a certain percentage of your national team appearance. And then you are considered for the English Premier League. Kevin Prince Boateng was on his way to gain one. But after a special performance in the 2010 World Cup, Okokopiemu AC Milan, Emil Baby no Barcelona now. Inti, Umboiro national team pursue it me do that level, that pedestal. Among for appreciate you, among for respect you. Luis Nazaro de Lima never won the Champions League, but he's respected all over the world. Diego Armando Maradona never won the Champions League. Is respected all over the world, not because of anything, but because of his exceptional performance for Argentina and because of their exceptional performance from Brazil. It's national team na dia oyiro uba udika udika menu na onya respect because at the end of it all, so do do media nyina ba wi an kwatena broche obeba betena ha and you need that support, you need that respect in front of people almost between appreciate. We need to make sure that we stand to the test of time and grant the 3 points for Ghana against Mali. Yeah, right. That's a pa. A tear for Yenia and the Kamana Yaneno Kasai Kasebono SC amansan ti ame kwabena mafo ana
ohine wa kase bo ahine na afi
Sadat Muhammad
na mekai ti for se bono wote a me de around the world ebesan aba wakwan mu ni tefam magdere wasajman atenase ena OKFM so Kojo Hansen yenya ye advert wie pe make the triple darling ejina konya abomunyum akosi no woche ya me dey around the world ebesan aba dadamase a Sadat
Kasibe mu aseda enkoma Osons Chemist the Osons garlic capsules better echi garlic no fa so pa woje bi na no nom tunu padwani mu garlic so fa so nyina no so sabetumi aka bi MTN was every day for you everywhere you go. High sense say electrical appliances for pa na opedia for ni chire mu omu showroom bi ebe wo mu no wonsa ebe kan odie say refrigerator na ope chest freezer air conditioner